Woo!
Oh
We're
yeah,
live
baby!
without Sean.
You're live, and I'm not here. You're with the boys, Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. Everybody, enjoy the show. I'll be back next week.
Woo! We don't have Sean. All right, guys.
Yeah. All right. Thank God for that.
So, honest question. How much did you like this last week's races?
Daily C I like. It's just the lobbies were weak. You couldn't again get more than like 3 or 4 A+ drivers in a lobby, and you could finish fairly high and still lose DR because it's fucking saturated with like 10 B drivers.
Why do you think we had no top-rated drivers?
Repetitive.
Yeah, it's just, again, the last time we did it, it was on Sport Sauce. This time it's on Sport Hards. And yeah, it's seven fucking laps.
7 laps. It's also, you got to be careful because it's a wreck fest too. It's a hard car to handle. You know,
for lower, but in the higher, it's would be better. But yeah, trying to race from the back.
People don't want to do that. People, I'm sorry, that was a race A.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Yeah.
It really was. So I did zero racing until yesterday, which is Sunday, because we're not recording on Sunday. This is recorded on Monday morning. The only racing I did was the new time trial, which again, it's a time trial, but we're put on hard tires.
Yeah. What is it?
It's Spa in Group 3.
Okay, I did,
and it's fun.
The F1 at Le Mans. That was fun.
Yeah, I did that.
The F1 GTR.
Oh yeah. I forgot to do it on my main account. I was like, I need to do that on my. Completely forgot. So I got nothing there. But the McLaren F1
in VR is
that car. The only issue it has is the brakes. Other than that, it was so much fun to drive.
Yeah, I liked everything about it.
So much fun to drive. Yeah, I would like to see a
one make. I would like to see a one make race in that.
That would be fun. That would totally be fun.
That the Zonda R, I think, would be cool.
Did you race any B?
No,
I did time trial on B.
Yeah, I can't remember. I didn't race any B either. It just, boy, what a lackluster week. After such a great week. That's the thing. Like, it's like they don't want to continue goodness. Like, they're like, last week was great. Everybody was on. Everybody was doing it. There's no reason for us to do that again.
Yeah, like Jalen, he must have done that Le Mans race like 30 friggin' times last week.
I probably did it 15 times.
I did it a bunch.
Yeah, I did it. I did it quite a bit in my no name account too, from the back.
Okay.
And it was great because it's a B account. Because it's a B account running from the back, I would just, because I don't really want to improve that account too much because I race with other people that are low B's and C's. So I would have the race in hand by like 7 seconds, and I would just hit my brakes, let people pass, and then cross the line.
Yeah,
because that's my shit account that I'm not going to work with. But that was a fun race, and
it was.
I am 1 pixel away from my A+ in my main account.
Ooh.
I just didn't get another time to race and get out there and do it on that account. And this last week, I really didn't race either because I got salmonella poisoning. So,
ooh,
yeah, that was
damn. From what?
I think salad.
Oh, okay.
It was either
What about the
it was
ranch
either
dressing or
no, it was either salmonella or possibly E. coli because
Ooh,
it wasn't good. It
all right.
wasn't good.
Coming out of
Lots of
both ends?
mostly a little bit out of the top end, mostly out the back end in the form of water.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
yeah.
going as one of my friends put it, I was going number 3.
Okay.
It was not. It
That's
was.
disgusting, but funny.
It's disgusting, yet it's truthful too. It was not good. It was not good. Yeah, I woke up Tuesday morning and was just not in good shape. Not in good shape at all. I went into work on Friday and was there for 2 or 3 hours and had to come home.
All right, so
Like
Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you were off. You tried going back Friday.
Yep. But it was.
Right.
I get to work literally in the first 15 minutes. I'm feeling okay. I'm like, oh, stomach's bugging me a little. Not feeling great, but I'm like, I can get through it. No, nope. Get to work. I'm standing talking with the boss and his wife, and I'm sweating.
Oh,
Like sweating. The boss's wife is like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Nope. I'm sweating again. I'm sweating
Yeah.
again." Then about 15, maybe a half an hour later, I was like, went in, threw up, and then about an hour later, went in, did number 3, came out, got as much work as I could done, and then assigned some stuff to a couple other people and was like, "Hey, can you take care of this for me? I gotta go home." So,
Yeah.
so I went home around 11 o'clock. So yeah, I was there for 3 hours and came home immediately, went to bed, slept for like 4 hours, and I still don't
Wow.
feel. I still don't feel great. Like we have Hollis's dog, and
Okay.
we took him out for a walk when the sun went down last night, and we've got like a short walk and a long walk. We got about a third into the long walk, and I was like, I gotta go back because I'm just still exhausted.
So and tired and shit. Yeah.
And I can't eat anything that's proper. So, last night it's funny because I got the salmonella, and I was like, I've got to have something more than just fucking chicken broth and rice.
Mm-hmm.
So we got sushi, and it tasted amazing. And then
all right,
about 1 o'clock in the morning, I went number 3 again. So
all right, yeah.
Yeah. So this morning I had rice.
Breakfast of champions.
Yeah, right. I fixed Hollis pancakes and I had rice.
I was gonna say, why didn't you have pancakes? I was gonna just something a little more solid.
Why?
Should've,
Why?
yeah.
Because again, I didn't want a number 3 within an hour of eating it.
Something a little more solid.
So that was our. Let's see. That was last week's races, the week before's races, which were amazing. The Le Mans race was great. I love the old school Group C cars. They are just so much fun to drive. They are hard to drive, but they are a blast to drive. So
I love driving that Mazda DR.
Yeah.
Coming from the Toyota Cup, since we didn't talk about it, we were there the week before.
Oh yeah, that's
Toyota
right.
Hybrid, which was fun. 12. What was it? 12 laps. Rain.
12 laps. Yeah, heavy rain to begin with.
Heavy rain. Yeah, that was a fun race. And then transitioning from that car, which is all-wheel drive, 2020 technology, going back to a 91 Mazda.
Hold on. Was your fairy godmother just trying to get a hold of you? What was that? Somebody teen diddly
That was on Mike's end.
Oh, it was Mike's fairy godmother.
Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, my phone's ringing.
So the crazy no shit. It's funny because going from that hybrid through the Porsche S's when it dried out, was so fast.
Mm-hmm.
So fast. Like, Mike was watching my last... It took me all 3 races to get a good finish. But Mike was like, oh my gosh, you go through those Porsche S's so fast. Yeah, you really couldn't do that in the Mazda.
No.
Really couldn't do that in the Mazda. You gotta slow down a bit. Everywhere it was fast though, and
Straight so fast.
at one point I was just doing time trials to get my quality time down. I was at a 20.0 and I was 0.8 up and got a penalty in the Ford chicane.
Okay. At the very end.
At the very end.
Well,
Otherwise,
it'll
I would have been mid to low 19s. Oh my gosh, it was so frustrating. But that was spectacular race. The Porsche Cup or the Toyota Cup race, that was a great race. Had a ton of fun in there. That was so much fun.
Race from the back in both accounts, and I think I got a 6th and a 5th.
Yeah, that was
literally
a
starting
fun race.
last, and being able to move up the field was really, really fun.
Yeah, that was really good. I ended up with 217 points. I think I ended up second or third, something like that.
I think I got 269,
258.
250. Okay,
yeah.
There
Looking
you
at
go.
our times
All right.
right now, Varial end up with 231. That's Square Peg ended up with 236.
Yeah, he was fast. I raced against him in my other account.
Yeah. What's crazy is Grove is only 20 points behind Daniel Solis.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, Grove has been laying it down.
Yeah.
Sorry, fellas.
The guy balls, man. He's driving all the time now. He's full-time YouTube for the summer. So yeah, he's streaming like twice a day and a couple hours each day. So
I mean, both Todd and I are in the top 100.
Are we? Okay.
Yep.
For what?
There are only 400 people racing in it, though.
What?
Like, yeah. There are only 400 people racing in the Toyota Cup. That's excuse me, that's domestically. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck?
Regionally, both still in the top 100 regionally. And we are looking at 500. There are only 500 people in our region. Excuse me, 421 people in our region doing the Toyota Cup.
Wow.
People really need to do it. It's a lot of fun. You get a lot of different races. The race, it's funny because the next one coming up what is it, next weekend?
Next weekend, yeah. Next
is
Catalona?
Mazda. It's funny because it's called the Toyota GT Cup, but it's like, why did they not make this one a one make? Because it's Mazda, Toyota, and Subaru.
Yeah.
I like that just for the simple. I hate driving the fucking Group 4 and the Group 3 fucking Supras in VR.
I don't disagree.
Since
I
VR,
don't disagree with you there. I don't disagree. In general, I don't like driving either one of those cars.
See, on flat screen, I did mine, but in the Group 4 car, you sit too high, like the seating position. Like it just I don't like it. And then in the Group 3 car, the steering wheel's so fucking small, and it fucks with my psyche in VR. I don't like the feel of a small fucking steering wheel. So I know it's weird, but in VR, that shit fucking throws me off. So I don't like driving those cars anymore.
It does affect you.
It does.
That's the crazy thing. And it looks like WRX is the...
That's the car I'm going to drive. That's what I'm going with.
All of the top drivers are driving the Supra.
I'm sure they
WRX let's see. WRX is 25th in the world right now.
I'm trying. All right, that's what I'm going to race
WRX. Yeah, I was using it. It's good. It's a big
in. Is it?
fishbowl.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but that's probably what I'll.
Hey Jim, I was just
I'll
looking.
cover that. Yeah.
There's 86 people in Canada in the Toyota Cup.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking. And where are you ranked at in that? Sorry, every so often
30,
you're gonna
31.
hear a bark because if a fucking fly farts outside, the dog barks.
Yeah, I'm 31st right now.
Nice, excellent. Well, we don't have Mike's music because Sean is ignoring us. Let's do a little bit of Coach Mike. Does that feel good to everybody?
Coach Mike.
Look at that. We don't need the music. We have our own
Sean,
music.
We don't need that lazy fuck. So next week's Daily A is going to be at Goodwood Motor Circuit in a road car of some sort on comfort softs. And depending, could be kind of fun because that little circuit's not too bad. But it's usually carnagey, but it's still kind of fun.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of car it is, that's for sure.
And then on to the other races that are more repetitiveness. Don't know how long ago these were, but they were. We are at Dragon Trail Gardens in the Racing Hards, most likely the Group 4s again, because they like that. But could be 3, who knows, but most likely 4. And the highlight of the week is Kyoto driving Yamagawa on the medium tires. 4 times tire, 1 times fuel with 1 pit. Same thing we did.
I ordered that last night, and it was like the sushi place I go to. The Yamagawa is just amazing.
Wow.
Nice,
but I thought they like group 4 cars for that track.
They do like Group 4 cars for that track, but
it'll be a repeat of Group 3 they did a little while back.
Yeah. Oh, they did? Okay, all right. Yeah. I didn't remember that then.
Now, is this the full circuit?
Okay.
No, it's just the part.
Is it the half one? Yeah, usually with the Group 4s, they do the full circuit. Either backwards or forward. So
yeah, it's not.
All right. Then maybe
usually.
Okay.
Yeah, they make it a little longer the course.
Yeah, but I don't. I like this track. It's one of the tracks that I don't mind at all.
Yeah, so it could be either like B and C could both be flipped either way. They do them both ways, so you never know. But it's probably going to be 4 and 3.
I know so many people hate Dragon Trail Gardens, but I love that track.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much fun at it.
It should be 4 and 3.
As much as I play the game, I don't remember tracks. So until I see it, that track. All right.
Because we didn't have a Group 3 this week, so I believe C is probably Group 3.
Yeah, probably. I'm okay with.
Wait, but isn't Group B, or isn't Daily Race B right now? Group.
Yep.
They'll 4 cars.
Yeah.
But because they didn't do Group 3, they'll throw it into Daily C. Most likely. Could be different. Could be reversed. Could be 3 and 4, but most likely 4 and 3.
So I mean, it should be an okay week.
Yeah. I myself, I'm not minding because I'm doing VR now, so it's everything is fun.
It's new. Yeah, it's like let's do it.
Yeah. So, like even this week's like in Autopolis, I hate it. I did really did quite a few races actually, but I lost DR every race because like Todd was saying, you couldn't get a lobby. So it didn't matter how well you did. It's just DR for the most part. So
yeah, it's unfortunate because I like that combo. I just wish it was more than 7 fucking laps and the lobbies were better. But Yeah, hopefully it's not a sign of GT7s dying.
Well, if I okay, so we talked about this a little bit on Monday, but the post on the Gran Turismo's Twitter lauding the 240 Volvo wagon as being one of the greatest, most iconic, blah blah blah. It was funny because they had taken comments down, and they weren't derogatory comments towards PD or Gran Turismo. They were just like, we want racing cars. Why are you giving us these cars when we want race cars? We need new race cars. And there had been people's posts that I had looked at in the morning before I had posted that were gone. Mm-hmm. And then I posted my post. It didn't get taken down somehow, or at least from my end, I could see it, but it could have been blocked on their end.
It could be shadow banned. They do shit like that.
Yeah,
shadow banned it where you can see it. And...
We don't have hypercars of any kind. Oh no, that's not true. We've got one hypercar. Other than that one hypercar, we have zero. We haven't had a newer Group 3 car until we got the 2020 AMG. Is that right? Has that been our newest group? And I mean newest by age, because we've gotten a 20-year-old. We have a
18 GTR, but most
cars and the two newest race cars are both 20 years old.
Yeah.
They were relevant in GT4. They're no longer relevant now. What are you doing? Like we have
That's another thing, they have to restructure their grouping for cars too.
You've got
have a vintage fucking Group C or Group 1, whatever you fucking want to call it, but exactly. Separate the Toyota and the Porsche from the older generation.
Right. It should be like the Toyota, the Porsche, the Audi,
the Peugeot,
the Peugeot. Those all can work together, but there's just like they are completely missing the fact that there's a new Mustang, there's a new Corvette, there's a new Ferrari, there are updates to the Porsches, and they just, for some reason, they just either don't want to, which I think it is, or can't. I
don't know. So Japan's Group 3 was at Fuji this weekend. So I was watching that. They still do have a fucking C7 Corvette racing, and it was between that and the fucking Lexus RCF. So those were the top two cars over there in Japan, and so
they don't have the new ones.
Yeah, so that's what he's seeing. That's what we race here. So,
but we both know
watching that was the only thing that can make sense. Like, holy shit, dude, they still have fucking.
Yeah, but was there
that's what we're driving.
Was there a C7 Mustang at Le Mans?
No, C7 Corvette. Yeah, no.
Or C7 Corvette at. Sorry, I was thinking about
everything's
well
all
the Mustang did.
C8 again. So again, IMSA's at fucking the Glen this week, and everything's fucking. All the cars are brand new and shit. And...
So let's see. There are no new hypercars other than the Toyota. There are no new Group 3 or GT3 cars. We as it's not everybody. I know the three of us, well, the four of us, and usually the people that listen to us. Thank you so much for listening. We all are race fans. We watch racing. We do racing. Racing is just one of those things that we like. Like, I watched the Formula One race, the 6 hours at the Glen, and the IndyCar race today. Luckily, I have a boyfriend that allows me to do that. I appreciate him. He doesn't have to do that, and he does. Because that's a lot of TV time that I'm taking up. Literally it was all day. It started at 9 o'clock this morning when I woke up and went all day long. So we see these cars, we don't get these cars.
Yeah.
And that's what's so disappointing. I mean, honestly, it's just, why did Sport have Formula One cars? And Gran Turismo 7 doesn't. I understand it was only one Formula One car, but at the same time, why? Like, we know how much you've made. We know how much you've made off from us.
2024, the inventory would be greater,
You would think so.
Sport had X amount of cars. You think 7 would have, 75, maybe 100 more or something. GT8 would then carry on and have 100, 125 more than the previous game. You would just keep adding, but we don't get fucking tracks, and
we don't. Yep.
The cars that we do get
are lackluster.
Yeah. As far as race car, again, the Toyota GT1, awesome car, that's great, but yeah, I would like to have some updated GT3 and 4 cars.
Yeah, that's what cool.
We race the most in this game.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
You do your daily, so yeah, we would like the latest and fucking greatest. I don't want to race a fucking 13, 14-year-old fucking Ferrari.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to race a car that's that what? But that's what we paid all the money for.
Yeah,
and I think we talk about DLCs. I think they've been spooked on DLCs because of the reaction of microtransactions at the beginning. But literally, they did it so you had to do microtransactions.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, you weren't doing shit. Like, if you weren't farming and on every day racing something over and over and over again, you never could have you could never have the amount of coins you need to purchase certain things.
Yeah, and to buy those coins when added up in some of those cars, they were like $160, $180.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want that McLaren fucking F1 GTR? Yeah, that's going to cost you $180 in fucking real money to buy the credits to get that fucking car at 20 million credits or whatever.
I think they were trying to do a Rockstar and ended up failing miserably. That's what happened there.
Yeah, and they were spooked, but yeah, I think a DLC.
I mean, I honestly, we've said this over and over again, we would pay for DLCs just like we do for ACC.
Yeah,
I just would. And in fact, I'm probably going to purchase the DLC for the Nürburgring.
Yeah, it's on sale like $10.49. I think it's normally $12.89 or something.
I'm probably, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to go do that right now.
I normally do buy those DLCs, but
and don't use them.
Mike, don't. Yep. Mike, save yourself. I bought it.
Well, it's flat screen only game now.
I know.
Like, and to me, that's disgusting.
Do it. I'm like,
I can't. I'm spoiled now. I can't go back to flat screen driving. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So I can't see myself buying something that until they get VR support for it, I won't play again.
Which that game should be out in the next 4 months. We should be seeing more trailers start to pop.
Yeah,
and shit.
For the new one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, ACC Evo, it's going to be called. But please, PlayStation, PSVR2 support.
Excellent. Then there you go, and I'll play that.
Yeah, but
I will.
You also have to remember that they. We also have to remember that they still haven't updated the support for our
Well, they're updating, they're tweaking the graphics and shit, but we're not getting like more info and being able to do certain shit. But they are definitely tweaking the PSVR too.
But they haven't done it to where it doesn't stick to the horizon.
Right, that they haven't yet. And I think that would be something for GT8.
Well,
I think that's something they would engineer into that.
They've got to be able to engineer it into this one. You got to be able to do that. It doesn't make sense that they can't. I mean,
what is the shelf life of this PS5? How much longer?
Oh, maybe
when did the PS5 come out? Another year or two?
Probably another year or two, and then it's going to be because they've come out with they're going to have the PS5 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably dropping near Christmas.
Probably.
So you've got that.
All the specs now, so
yeah. So, and the Pro is it's going to turn into the low version PS6.
Kind of, yeah.
That with a couple other extras, but the PS5 Pro will be equal to the lower version PS6, and then that's when they'll do they'll do Gran Turismo 8, before it drops. Maybe I don't know.
Well, I think if the PS Pro, that's a good time to launch GT8 right when that game or console comes out. Because again, I think the PSVR 2 would probably be a little bit better then. But yeah, so maybe I don't know. I guess wishful thinking, but
well, you know what? You are the wishful thinker of the group, and I'm the pessimist.
But
and that's not a bad thing.
His feet for 20 years, he has. Gran Turismo is always delayed. It's always supposed to come out, and then it's delayed for this, that. And
so they come out with an in betweener that's sort of shit.
We'll do another sport, or GT8. Something's got to fucking give. God damn it, dude. Again, Lake Louise is the last track we've had, and
what's the name of the track? Lake Lousy. Lake Lousy was the last track.
Yeah, and that's a snow fucking track, and yeah, I don't know. I think just this game is getting a little stale for people.
Well, you know what? It would stop being stale if they'd bring out better cars and have some tracks.
Yeah, I know.
It would be better.
Just stop being so goddamn competitive.
Now, I'm gonna go back a little bit. What did you think about 5 hours of safety car running at Le Mans?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Now the second question is, how about that finish to Le Mans?
Ferrari.
Dude, how about the last 3 hours? Some of the most exciting racing I've seen. It was absolutely insane.
It was.
It was so good. So good.
And that's all that safety car that kind of created the opportunity by keeping everybody fairly close over the whole race.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. Now I know we're gonna do some jumping around, but we just sort of have to do this because we don't have a ton of time today. What about the did you watch the Formula One race?
Yes,
I did.
Okay,
Max.
And like we were talking before you hopped on, Karun Shandog said, "Look at where Checo is. That's the representation of where that car is."
Well, yeah, look where Danny Rick fucking finished, and fucking dude, that car's not very good. It's Max is being Max. He is out driving everybody.
Now, we've got to look at now
McLaren
that there is
the best car
McLaren has the best car, and Mercedes is looking
Mercedes
like
is
they have the second best car.
they
It's,
might
you know,
they might
well,
not. Yeah.
third. I would say third best,
Evan
because if
Ferrari,
you looked,
yeah.
if you looked at how quickly that Red Bull got away in Max's hands, that Red Bull still has something in it, but again, it's Max. And then
It is.
if you look at where the Mercedes were and the Ferraris did not look great. They
No.
did not look wonderful. And that's it's sad to say, but they did not look the best. So I mean, Lando is driving the balls off from that McLaren, but I mean,
got a bad start.
Oscar Piastri, got a bad start, came back to get second. George Russell had a great start, ended up in fourth.
Oh, that fucking start and the balls to go around.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The balls to go around that outside. That was crazy.
2 cars. Yeah, it was.
That was crazy. And then, man, the Ferraris just were nowhere.
But yeah. I mean, it was basically just Max and Lando. Lewis was 17 seconds behind in third.
Yes.
I mean, and then the field, I think 10 cars finished on the lead lap, and the rest of the field was a lap or 2 down and shit.
Again, we need to remember that, Catalunya used to be the test track.
Yeah, I love that track.
It needs to go back to being the test track too. It honestly does. Because it does have everything. It has high speed, mid speed, low speed corners. It has a straight, a long straight. I mean, I understand why they do it in the Arabian countries, because it's, it tends to not be raining and cold as hell. But I really think going back to Catalunya would be better. I think the track just is more representative. It really makes the cars really know where the cars are. Quiet. Shush you. And then did you watch the 6 hours at the Glen? Or at least parts of it?
Well, I watched more of like the Porsche Cup, the Mustang Challenge, the Lamborghini.
The Super Trofeo was really good this week too. That league is awesome.
The Mustang Challenge, I thought I was watching Gran Turismo.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
The start was, there was an accident. I still don't know how the fuck this thing fucking happened. And then this Mustang, I thought he was glitching going into the uphill right-hander. This Mustang just fucking, he pulls out and just starts accelerating like, dude, his throttle was fucking stuck.
The one that went into the wall? Oh, yeah.
And flipped. Dude, that crash was violent as fuck. But I'm like, what am I watching? Why? He said, what the fuck? And accelerator stuck or throttle, whatever. And he got out of the car and he was fine. But the car went up, flipped and shit. And
yeah, it's crazy.
He was fine.
So
they, I think, total did like 3 laps their first race. So timed races kind of sucked, man. When you have 45 minutes and somebody crashes really bad and you actually get like 3 or 4 fucking laps of race, and then
I think it was hour 4 that they'd been playing with the rain on and off during the 6 hour.
No.
Hour 4, they're driving along and suddenly front straight, it just opens up. Like it goes from nothing to cloudburst.
Okay.
They had to red light it or red flag it. Everybody came in, and then it was a fight between the the Acuras and the Porsches and the Cadillacs, and both the Cadillacs and the Porsches did very well. I've got to look at what it ended up being, but I should have written this down. I did not. I apologize. 6 hours. The Iron Dames were doing really, really well until they crashed out because of some of the water. And they're now the team that I watch all the time. Because those girls are fucking fantastic.
Yep.
Fantastic. So, let's see. Felipe Nasser ended up winning, is that right? Full results, sorry. No, not practice 2. What the fuck are they doing? Why can't they get their shit right? I want the results. Frustrating, sorry people. But it was absolutely it was really, really good. Really good. Series last results. That's not even right. God damn.
There's a Porsche 1-2 Cadillac. Wait, those are the standings.
Oh, they're giving me. It's just fucking IMSA. Yes, thank you. This is the worst website ever.
Yeah, it's not the.
This is your website, IMSA. Your fucking website sucks. Dave Cameron, Felipe Nasser.
Yeah, GPT winner, number 7 Porsche Penske. His GDT winner was the Windward Racing Mercedes. That's all I can find is just the winners of the actual divisions. No actual list of.
Just watch the last.
Andretti Autosport, Cadillac Racing, Whelen Cadillac Racing, 4th Miller Motorsports.
Nope, that's 5th. Not true. Whelen was out of it. He was a lap down. They were over a lap down. So those aren't the right results either. You have a stupid fucking
Oh, that was
website.
Qualifying. Right, yeah, very stupid. That was qualifying.
This is the worst. Sorry, this is a giant fail. On to IndyCar. Since that's a giant fail. IndyCar, did you guys watch the... No, you were playing...
I did.
You did? Oh.
I did.
It was...
I was watching
Alex Palou. Alex Palou. That kid is just so good. Like, he is just so fucking good. Managing his tires, managing the fuel. It's funny because with the last restart, Colton Herta said, if I don't get him on the restart, I'm just going to finish second.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking about the championship too.
Yeah,
he wants those points. Why risk his car and getting low points if you can get second? Second's better than the 10th.
Exactly.
So, and there was some big
racing at Laguna.
There was some great racing at Laguna. They're absolutely amazing racing at Laguna. Again, it's a track that will bite you too.
Yeah.
It bit a few people. I was talking with Hollis, and I'm like, I love the old school tracks. I'm like, one of the things I like about the Glen is it's an old school track. Not too many runoff areas. It will bite you if you don't do things correctly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so good. So good. Yeah, so maybe at some point we'll figure out who who the race winners were. Maybe. Well,
Colton Herta was second. Alexander Rossi got third.
And did Romain Grosjean get fourth?
Yeah, he did. Kyle Kirkwood got fifth. Scott Dixon sixth. Will Power seventh. Pato Award eighth. Ferrucci ninth. Ericsson 10th.
See, that's
Rosenquist,
the IndyCar website actually works. It lists everything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Total times different. You can actually see the race actual fucking info, what happened. So it's just like, how come you can't get that with IMSA?
Okay, so it was Dave Cameron and Nazar won
Felipe.
The GTP. So the number 7 Porsche won, followed by Sebastian Bourdais and
the Cadillac.
Ranger Van Sander in the Cadillac, and then third place was they don't show it. GTD was the Windward Mercedes. GTD Pro was the hard racing Aston Martin because the fucking Corvette made a mistake. Otherwise, the Corvette would have won. And then, the dude that won Le Mans last week is one in the LMP2 class this week. So he got his Le Mans win with Ferrari, and he races on an LMP2 Ferrari team, and they won today also. So he's had 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, he can drive his ass off.
Good. Yeah, yes he can. Yes he can. I mean, it was a really good weekend of racing.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, around the world they had again, Fuji was going, they had Spa was going, and then the Glen. So yeah, you had a lot of
Formula One, the IndyCar race.
Yeah.
It was just and the entire weekend of IMSA is usually pretty good. Because Super Trofeo,
Mustang Challenge,
Porsche
Cup.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. And then when the Mazdas get pulled out, the Mazdas are just fantastic to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
The kid that won in the LMP2 class at Le Mans got picked up by McLaren Indy.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yep, he got signed with McLaren. Yeah, absolutely. And then David Malukas is back in a car after having a severe wrist injury from last year. He got booted by McLaren and got picked up by Mike Shank. So yeah, and he did pretty well today for still having a wrist that isn't fully up to snuff. I don't think there's anything else out there. Just to, I don't know, should we do a little bit of gossip? Or should we not do any gossip?
About what?
About the racer who will not be named, who joined the team. And then, it seems like
that team
it seems like it's really affected not just the team, but the guy who started it and his YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Good possibility.
I mean, I think some of us know about it because we've sent, what he did to Rory, and there are no excuses for his driving, and he's not stopped. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean that for that to go off.
And I don't know, was it somebody mentioned it was something financially motivated possibly?
Oh, I haven't heard that.
I don't know. I heard that there was said driver gave a large donation, which kind of cooked the good books a bit, kind of thing.
Except I don't know, is he driving any differently?
I don't think he is much. I don't know 100% sure. I know he's been warned by other people that we know of.
Oh yeah, no, Hako. Let's just say that Hako went after him, and it was funny because it was he warned him and said if he touches me, he's going to have a life of pain from now on. Which, thank you, Hucko. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is why he's one of my favorite racers.
Crash the pod, dude.
You know, anytime, Hucko, if you hear this, anytime you see us on, you're much allowed to tune in and give your opinion. Mm-hmm. So, I'm thinking that's about it. That's about all of the gossip that we have. So the person that shall not be named on our podcast joined with somebody who we really like, and it seems like it was a pay for play and maybe a promise to drive better. But you know, this dude ran.
Hope he drives better.
Off. I hope he does. The thing is, he's fast. There's no doubting that he's fast. He's just not a good person.
No.
He is not a good.
Yeah,
you know, if you go out if you go out to wreck everybody that's near you because you can't get around the fact that someone's going to pass you because they're faster or that you made a mistake, you got issues. You got serious issues, and that's too bad, you know. Sorry,
yeah.
It just is. So
closing
with that,
time, and then on that bombshell. Good night, everybody.
See you next time.
So I was saying,